because it's really all about competition. At the end of the day, hip-hop and rap is about competition.
It seems he doesn't have much love for fellow hip-hop artist Drake.
Well, there is a lot to unpack in the Drake and Kendrick Lamar feud.
World been buzzing over the weekend, the internet on fire. Are you Team Drake or Team Kendrick Lamar?
I bet Drake is going to tease Kendrick about selling more albums, and Kendrick is going to make some playful jabs about Drake.
Oh my, does that give you the chills? You might have blown it right
Yeah,
there.
we might have blown it, but another call came in from somebody else.
What we're seeing right now is two of the greatest MCs of this current generation, this current era, really going at each other.
Yeah, it was.
So how simultaneously was he here in Los Angeles doing the same thing?
Receipts in rap beef. All right, let's talk about receipts in rap beef. Now, when we say receipts, we're not talking about the paper kind you get from buying groceries. Nope, we're talking about proof, evidence, the stuff that backs up what you're saying. And in the world of rap, where diss tracks fly left and right like nobody's business, receipts are like gold. So Katt Williams, in his usual witty style, compares receipts to what you get when you buy something. You know, when the cashier asks if you want a receipt, and you're like, "Nah, I'm good." Well, even if you don't take that piece of paper home with you, the fact is, there's still a record of your purchase somewhere. Now, why are receipts so important in rap beef? Well, think about it like this. When an artist drops a diss track, they're not just spitting bars for the fun of it. They're making claims, they're calling people out, and they need something to back up what they're saying. That's where receipts come in. Without them, it's like trying to argue without any evidence. It just doesn't hold the same weight. Now, let's get to the juicy part, the personal details. When Drake's secret child was exposed, that was like the ultimate receipt in his feud with Pusha T. It was a shocking revelation that not only caught everyone off guard, but also added some serious credibility to Pusha T's claims. It was like, oh snap, he wasn't just talking smack, he had the receipts to prove it. And that's the thing about receipts in rap beef. They're not just about proving a point or winning an argument, they're about credibility. They're about showing the world that you're not just talking out of your hat, you've got the evidence to back it up. So the next time you hear about a rap feud heating up, just remember, it's not just about the rhymes, it's about the receipts. Executives profiting from drama. Alright, let's dive into the shady world of industry executives profiting from drama in the rap game. Picture this. While fans are glued to their screens, eagerly watching their favorite artists duke it out in epic rap battles, there's a whole other level of players behind the scenes quietly counting their cash. And one of those players is none other than Lucien Gras, the CEO of Universal Music Group. Now, Katt Williams doesn't hold back when he shines a spotlight on the role of executives like Gras in the rap game. While we're all caught up in the drama between artists like Kendrick Lamar and Drake, Williams suggests that it's folks like Gras who are really cashing in on the chaos. It's like while we're focused on the gladiators in the arena, the real power players are sitting up in their VIP suites, sipping champagne and counting their stacks. And let's talk about Lucien Gras for a second. As the big boss of Universal Music Group, this guy's got serious clout in the industry. I mean, we're talking about one of the biggest music labels in the world here. So when Williams points the finger at Gras, it's not just some small-time player he's calling out, it's a heavyweight in the industry, someone who's got the connections and the influence to make things happen behind the scenes.
Congratulations on being our Executive of the Decade. What does that honor mean to you?
Many thousands of individual records and individual tracks that we all know and we love and we dance to.
Excited for the teams, our executives, our artists. And the fact that we keep going. You know, the company's resilient, the industry's resilient. Within the company that are part of this success, part of this honor tonight, and.
Williams doesn't mince words when he suggests that while artists are busy beefing with each other, it's the executives like Gras who are laughing all the way to the bank. It's like they're pulling the strings behind the scenes, orchestrating the drama for their own financial gain. And while we're arguing over who's got the sickest rhymes, they're raking in the profits. So the next time you see two rappers going at it on Twitter or dropping diss tracks left and right, just remember, there's a whole other level of drama happening behind the scenes. And while the artists might be the one in the spotlight, it's the industry executives like Lucien Gras who are pulling the strings and cashing in on the chaos. Universal Music's influence. let's take a closer look at the far-reaching influence of Universal Music Group, one of the biggest players in the music industry. Now, Universal has its fingers in a lot of pies, and one of the juiciest ones is its control over some of the hottest rappers in the game. First up, we've got Kendrick Lamar and Kanye West, two heavyweights in the rap world, both of whom were signed under Universal's umbrella. That's like having the golden ticket to the chocolate factory, except instead of chocolate, it's access to resources, promotion, and a whole lot of clout. But things get interesting when we bring Drake into the mix. Now, Drake's deal with Universal has been the subject of much speculation. Rumor has it that his contract might include clauses that give him a piece of the pie when it comes to other artists' rights. That's like buying a whole pizza and then getting a slice of everyone else's too. It's a sweet deal if you can swing it, but it also raises questions about the extent of Universal's control over the industry. And speaking of control, Williams doesn't shy away from suggesting that Universal might be pulling some strings behind the scenes. He implies that the label's influence extends beyond just signing artists and putting out albums. They might also be playing puppet master when it comes to feuds between artists, manipulating the drama for their own profit.
Like, when I see people's wives and stuff, I don't even look at them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to look at them.
You can be part of something, but there's no hiding. If you're writing songs or co-writing.
Deeply about real music and real opportunity and real artists than I do.
Yeah, it was. So how simultaneously was he here in Los Angeles doing the same thing?
I'd like to see more music and more hits coming from different regions around the world.
So what does all this mean for the rap game? Well, it means that Universal Music Group isn't just a record label, it's a powerhouse with the ability to shape the industry in ways that go far beyond just putting out music. And while artists like Kendrick, Kanye, and Drake might be the ones in the spotlight, it's Universal who's pulling the strings behind the scenes, making moves and cashing in on the chaos. Speculation surrounding Drake's deal. Let's dive into the gossip surrounding Drake's deal with Universal Music Group. Now, when it comes to Drake, there's always some juicy speculation swirling around, and his contract with Universal is no exception. First off, there's talk that Drake's deal might include some pretty hefty clauses, like acquiring the rights to Kendrick Lamar's music. Can you imagine? It's like trading baseball cards, but instead of trading players, you're trading artists' rights. If true, this could mean that Drake's got some serious power in the industry, not just as a rapper, but as a mogul pulling the strings behind the scenes. And speaking of power, let's talk numbers. Drake's deal with Universal is rumored to be worth hundreds of millions. Yeah, you heard that right, hundreds of millions. That's enough cash to make Scrooge McDuck jealous. But it's not just about the money. Rumor has it that Drake's deal might also include equity and ownership over other artists' catalogs. So not only is he making bank, but he's also got his fingers in everyone else's pies too. Now here's where things get really interesting. The speculation surrounding Drake's deal isn't just idle gossip, it's adding fuel to the fire in his feud with Kendrick Lamar.
Over the last couple of weeks, this is going back and forth.
Because it's really all about competition. At the end of the day, hip-hop and rap is about competition. In a rap battle, the frequency of diss tracks come out so quickly.
I bet Drake is going to tease Kendrick about selling more albums, and Kendrick is going to make some playful jabs about Drake.
Kendrick Lamar ramped up his beef by within 36 hours dropping 3 diss records.
Imagine if you're Kendrick and you hear rumors that Drake might be trying to acquire your rights. That's like a declaration of war in the rap game. It's no wonder their feud is heating up faster than a summer barbecue. So what does all this speculation mean for the rap world? Well, it means that Drake isn't just a rapper. He's a major player in the industry with the power to shake things up in a big way. And if the rumors are true, his deal with Universal could have far-reaching implications, not just for him, but for the entire rap game. So buckle up, folks, because things are about to get real interesting in the world of hip-hop. Kendrick Lamar versus Drake. Let's delve into the epic showdown between Kendrick Lamar and Drake, a feud that's been brewing for years and showing no signs of cooling off anytime soon. It all started with Kendrick's explosive verse on Big Sean's track Control. Kendrick didn't hold back, calling out pretty much every rapper in the game, including Drake. It was like dropping an explosive in the middle of the rap world, and the shockwaves are still being felt to this day. But this feud isn't just about who can drop the sickest bars, it's personal.
It seems he doesn't have much love for fellow hip-hop artist Drake.
Well, there is a lot to unpack in the Drake and Kendrick Lamar feud.
World been buzzing over the weekend, the internet on fire. Are you Team Drake or Team Kendrick Lamar? The few
legendary rappers going at it all weekend, each making some very wild accusations about the other, and here to break it all down. Why are these brothers at each other's throats?
What we're seeing right now is two of the greatest MCs of this current generation, this current era, really going at each other.
You know, feud or no feud, it's kind of a little personal. Let's just say that.
There are grievances between these two heavyweights, deep-seated tensions that go beyond just competition. And let's not forget about the rumors of industry manipulation lurking in the background, with figures like Lucien Gras pulling strings behind the scenes. It's like a chess game, with artists being moved around the board by powerful forces. As the feud rages on, Kendrick doesn't pull any punches. He throws accusations at Drake in his tracks, hitting him where it hurts and adding fuel to the fire. It's like a verbal boxing match, with each round escalating the tension even further. And then there's Kanye West, adding another layer of complexity to the mix. Kanye's involvement suggests that there might be more going on behind the scenes than meets the eye. Could there be monetary and contractual manipulation at play? It's like peeling back layers of an onion, revealing new twists and turns at every step. So, what's next for Kendrick and Drake? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure, this feud isn't going away anytime soon. It's like a storm brewing on the horizon, with thunder rumbling and lightning flashing. And as long as there's beef between these two titans of the rap game, we'll be here watching it all unfold with bated breath. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.